Hey YouTube, it's Alicia Burton here, and I'm here to talk about Raven's Home, the third episode. So, as you know, on this particular episode, it's all about, we get to see a Raven, where Raven works at. I'm talking about that, where Raven works at, and we're going to end the landlord. So, as y'all know, things in the house is tearing up. Light switches are not staying on. The stove is not working that well. The dishwasher, one of the twins broke, and Raven gets go to work. So we get to see where Raven works. Raven works. Let me just tell you this. Raven works at some fashion dog house, and they could have did better with that. I'm just sorry to admit, they could have did better with that. And so then you see Levi and I can't think of the next door neighbor, Nia's best friend, and they are exploring. She's and he's playing with the drone, and he said, "Nothing you see here. Come on, nothing you see in here." And this drone was the last thing Levi's father gave him before he went to jail. So all we know is Levi's father went to jail. So we don't know what ended up causing Chelsea and her husband, Levi's father, to get a divorce. And I wonder if it's something doing with something that sent him to jail. That's what I wonder. So that was one. So then Raven has a vision, and she tells Chelsea, don't tell, I can't think of the guy's name, oh Lord, excuse me, don't tell, Mr., I think it's Vonnicelli, that she lives here. So the twins end up calling him to come and fix the dishwasher. Well, Raven, the lock is locked. And Raven said, "What is this thing doing locked? Give us a minute." So Nia pulls him to the bathroom to check out the leaky shower. So while Raven's in the kitchen, a scream let out. And Chelsea lets out, and so it ended up slipping. Chelsea ended up letting it slip that she lives, her and Levi lives there. He's getting on the Raven, and he ended up, let's just say, increasing the rent. So after that, Levi and Nia's friend end up going into this house. And Nia goes, wait, I know everybody, the girl goes, I know everybody who lives here. That's the witch apartment. Meaning, that's the witch. And they go in there and they see all these dogs. And the woman goes, "Who are you?" And they scream from the top of their lungs. Turns out her name is Edna. And Chelsea invites the super back for a cup of coffee. Now, you gotta admit, this is Chelsea now, for a cup of coffee. And let's just say it did not go to where he ended up splitting out the cup of coffee, and it did not go to where he thinks he's trying to poison her. And before she could say, "Watch out for the," he spit it out. He said, "Watch out for the puddle of coffee," and he ended up slipping it. So Chelsea ended up putting him in the closet. And so after he comes out, he goes, "Chelsea, what you think?" She go, "I panic." And Edna comes going, "What y'all doing to my son?" And then she goes, "What you doing with witches and so me son?" And to me, it's a good heartfelt story, and it was just turns out Edna owns the building, and he cannot do anything without her permission. She goes, is Raven is telling her, like, "Oh shit, I was hard for me to so and so do what I needed to do to raise these kids, and stuff, and it's hard for him, so we decided to combine together. And he goes, and that's when Edna said, what I see is one family. And he said, you're not raising the rent. So I just thought it was like kind of heartfelt. Now, I'm going to tell you what I feel like the producers could have did a little more better with. Is Raven's job on the series. Yeah, it should have had something to do with fashion. But come on, doggy fashion? They could have made her been a retail buyer, anything. They could have made her been a top fashion designer, retail buyer, or manager of apartment store, something aside doing I like to call it doggy fashion. I'm not dogging doggy fashion, but and the question of the day on this video is, could they did a little bit more better of creating a job for Raven? And the next thing is, we know coming up on our fourth one, Devon actually leaves for Texas. Now, do you think Raven needs to tell her kids about the visions or not? Or do her son, who has the visions, need to tell his mom about the visions? So those are the two questions for this series. Until then, get ready for next week episode 4. This is episode 3. Until then, I'm Alicia Burton. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my channel.